It was the summer of 2010, and I was feeling reluctant to leave my college town of the past 4 years. I packed away my last box into my parents' car. Even though I tried to stretch out one more summer in Greenville, North Carolina, home of the Pirates, I knew at the age of 22 I had to do something other than babysit. So it was time to move on. I felt lucky though, because my home was Charlotte, North Carolina. It seemed like a place of opportunity in corporate America, public relations, media, and news outlets. It seemed like a great place I could start my professional career. As soon as I returned home, I hit the ground running, sending out resume after resume to potential employers. I was ready to jump into the job market. I had the education, experience in internships, and the personality to conquer whatever challenge or job that would be put on my plate. I would soon grow familiar with patients, but I was still optimistic about my future as a young professional. It was that summer, however, I realized graduating college did not mean life would get easier, but realized that being a postgraduate meant vigorous interviewing and lots of competition with much more experienced candidates. Time after time, I would approach an interview and realize they could only hire me as an unpaid intern. But now I needed money. I needed to be able to cover my bills. The discouraging news took me from applying from my dream hip PR firm job to desperately searching for any job that would help me make ends meet. It was this time that the Charlotte and American economy was experiencing the most terrifying and dream-crushing financial crash of our generation. It was the recession of 2008, and I had just graduated college and was trying to get into this job market where there were no jobs. Banks had cut their employees in half, my mother one of them, who had been a superstar independent consultant. She was now next to me filling out job applications. PR funding was the first company cut in most 2010 budgets. Friends and family were unemployed. I saw people in my area lose cars, houses, and I was really worried about their well-being. I almost had given up. I was even worried for my family's well-being and worried that they might not be able to keep a roof over our heads. The 2008 recession had me questioning my security. I also questioned the American financial system. How could this happen? Feeling a lack of independence living at home and scared about getting a job in a place that would lay me off, I decided I wanted to shoot for something new and exciting and totally different from this failing corporate system. I also wanted out into nature. During this time, BP had created the biggest oil spill of our lives. Soon I would meet a friend who would forever change my life. She told me about Yosemite National Park and connected me with the contacts to apply for a job out west. 3 months later, I was now packing my bags, ready to set out to California. Being from an ethnocentric family concentrated in the South, my parents told me they would not support my move because it was too far away. With only $300 to my name, I bought a ticket to San Francisco International Airport. Without looking back, and a wing and a prayer, I took off. I moved out west. I arrived to Yosemite National Park, where evergreen trees painted the roadsides, snow-capped mountains, and waterfalls I had only seen in National Geographic's were now my reality. I was starting a fresh new life. This one full of adventure, culture, nature, and love for a newfound power place. I could not believe fate had worked out so magically. I was now climbing, hiking, networked with inspiring people, and swimming into a new world of opportunity that I would have never perceived the day I left Greenville. It was here I found I liked to teach and write. I also vowed here never to buy things I cannot afford. I would travel and not be attached to material possessions ever again. I also remind myself often that what I own does not determine my worth. I feel that the financial crisis helped me realize this. The recession of 2008 had myself and my whole generation questioning how we would now interact and participate in our capitalist system. The move out to Yosemite was just the beginning of my exploration and continued learning. Today, I am so grateful for the struggles I encountered as a postgraduate. And now I feel in my heart that the best paths are paved with determination, good intentions, and never giving up.